get some little light up on this mug. It's all screen dirty. Damn, it's still dark as shit. Huh. Well, we're gonna make it work. It ain't about if you can see me, it's about if you can hear me. If you're listening. You know. Where's my other phone at? I remember. Oh, I think I put it on the charger. Well, today we're gonna talk about how you can get you a traditional woman and how to identify one. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all are falling in love with thoughts. You know what I mean? So it's kind of tough. I can see why it's very hard for you. Very hard for you because you don't know what you're looking for. You're just looking at looks. A lot of men don't know how to dissect the brain. Shoot, and it go for women too. Women just be going off of what you have. You know what I mean? So everybody's having a hard time finding love. You know what I mean? Definitely. Hold on. Excuse me, doggy. The dog be running like a mug. Think I'm finna step on his neck. Little puppy. He's so little to the ground. It's hard to see you. Yeah, it's hard to see you. Yeah, so okay, I'm about at a 2 minute mark now. So yeah, I was definitely listening to the Fresh and Fit podcast. You know, I don't agree with what everybody says in their agenda on these podcasts, but I appreciate people who are straightforward and honest about what's going on in the world and why people are finding themselves divorced and unhappy and single. You know, you definitely need to define what you're looking for. You got to know your value. You definitely need to know your value. If you don't know your value, well, that's probably the first place you need to start. And you got to be specific about the qualities you value in a traditional woman. This does mean that she needs to have strong family orientation, cultural customs, or some type of certain beliefs that match with yours. Y'all could pretty much work those things out after that. Assets and the compatibility, you need to ensure that your values and your expectations align with hers. Because if both of y'all are all over the place, pretty much y'all thought opposites attract, but really y'all are so opposite that y'all are gonna be unattractive to each other. So you gotta make sure that y'all pathways are aligning together when it comes to these type of things because I see a lot of people end up falling off after they have a kid because of the values are totally different from how I want to raise this child. So you got to be choosing from the right spaces. You know what I mean? So community and like social events, places where you can actually be with somebody and kind of like see how they dress, see how they smell, see how they talk, and see where their mind is at. You need to start finding these type of events, and to find these events, you could just download an app called Meetup, and it's not a dating app. It's an app for business groups, all types of groups from self help, self improvement to stocks, business, like business loans, and social events and groups. So like you could go in there and kind of like put your specifics of what you're looking for on the app, and it'll always show you in near you or in your city all the events that you can attend. I would definitely encourage a lot of people to start getting onto that. And then you want to attend like the cultural events, the religious events, the family orientated events for sure, where like-minded individuals like yourself will be at. So you definitely want to be at places like that, and definitely worry about like the hobbies and the interests. You know, you could find just different hobbies on Meetup, and you can attend those, and you never know, you could probably find your perfect match at someone who has the same hobby as you, and y'all might find out that y'all have other likings, that are common. So I would say join these groups or the clubs, because they have different ones. They have clubs and groups. The groups are usually free, and the clubs you usually have to pay some type of monthly membership. I'm telling you, take these notes, and I guarantee Meetup will change your mindset, because you'll be connecting with a lot of like-minded people like yourself. So I would definitely say go create that profile, and it's free to have the app. So don't worry about having to spend money. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people make that a money thing. And get closer to like a lot of the different activities that encourage traditional values, like cooking, gardening, or like some type of faith-based organization. You can find all of this on the app Meetup. And then, when it comes to like the online platforms, using dating apps that focus on meaningful connections like eHarmony, Christian Mingle, and Match.com, instead of using like Tinder and BLK and Facebook dating, these are the places where you probably are going to find people that continuously make you feel like there's nobody out here. You got to go to the right places. You're trying to go to the places that everybody is telling you to go to, but they're not telling you to go to places like eHarmony, Christian Mingle, or Match.com. These are the places where people have actually went and got married and had a successful family, started. So, show, as a man, you have to show your man values, off tops, no matter what. If you hopping in this dating pool, you got to have your values ready to be seen, so people can, know who they dealing with off tops. I would definitely encourage everybody to get on Meetup, because it's a game changer for you to definitely get, even if it ain't just for dating. It could be for business or like just self-improvement purposes. You will be around these groups where they can actually, you might be able to relate with somebody else that's having the same problems you're having, and y'all probably can give each other solutions, or you could be accountability partners. And that is something I would definitely say is dope to know that you can have by using an app, utilizing your phone in a way that will, correspond with what you want in life. Don't just kind of, shoot for everything. I don't think that's the smart move to do. And another one is probably like, I would say like to worry about more about the traits to develop, like the leadership, respect, stability, and emotional intelligence. Like that is something as a man that you definitely want to make sure that you have before you even hop in a dating pool. A lot of y'all want this fine female that got all her stuff together, but you have no leadership, you have no respect, you have no stability, and you have no emotional intelligence. Without these things, you will always struggle when it comes to dating and being with someone. And the best environments to meet traditional females is always going to be at cultural events, museum type of stuff. It's all on Meetup, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about just walking out the door and just trying to find all of this new stuff when you actually have the power at your fingertips, and it's called Meetup. There's a bunch of other apps too, exactly like Meetup. When you go to the app store and you put up Meetup, it'll show you the similar apps. But I would recommend Meetup because I've been using it for over 10 years, and I've had nothing but great things to say. I've never had a bad experience using Meetup. And again, it's not a dating app. So, just finding out, like the religious communities, where you're going to find more traditional people, men and women, where you can have somewhere where it's a place where everybody is held accountable, and it's not just you pointing the finger. People point the finger at you just to help you, you know what I mean? Like when someone sees somebody flaws, or I see a booger on your nose, it's not me trying to make fun of you or make a joke out of you, but it's me trying to help you out and tell you, hey, fix yourself. I see there's an issue. And these type of things will help you find a traditional person to date and be with. I would say you need to ask yourself, how would I be if I was actually dating a traditional woman? What type of person do I need to be? If you already know what you want, what do you think the woman that is a traditional woman will want her man to be? And that leadership is a big one, you know what I mean? Oh, it's hard for a woman to walk behind you if you always are constantly lost. You're always confused. That's scary to a woman. She needs leadership. And if you don't have that, it's time to work on it. So that's why I would definitely go into these groups, you know, self-improvement. You should just start with one, self-improvement. Look up all the self-improvement to make sure that you're actually improving yourself, and then you can attract what you want in life. You know, I would definitely say this is my relationship tips to everybody, and also your self-improvement, because a lot of people are looking for something so great, but they are not looking in the mirror to see where they're at in life. Like, what I'm asking for, is it too much? Am I asking for too much? Because I'm not where I'm supposed to be to even receive these type of things. So definitely just try to figure those things out, you know what I mean? And definitely, when you actually do find a group or something, make sure you have consistency. Stay in that group and stay committed. Don't give up. No matter what negative thoughts is coming to your mind, replace those negative thoughts with positive thoughts, with 100 of them. Every time you get a negative thought or anything negative, replace it with 100 positive things. This will ensure that your mindset is warping back to where it needs to be. And you know, communication is a big thing, and if you're not good at communicating, this might be the problem why you're where you at and why you're not getting what you want, because you're bad at communicating. You need to work on your people skills. You need to learn how to let other people talk. You need to sit back and listen. Sometimes a lot of people have the problem with listening. They don't want to listen. They just want to be the person that's talking. So you got to make sure that your people skills, your conversation skills is on point, so you can go to these events and socialize without being scared and having that confidence of knowing that I'm a great person. Because if you know you're a great person, you're a good person, you should be able to walk in rooms and socialize with people, and they'll be able to pick it up without you telling them. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, if you're actually a great person, people will say that about you before you say it. So work on your people skills, work on your consistency, and practice the old chivalry. You know what I mean? Like simple gestures, like opening the door for your significant other, pulling out their chair, or bringing flowers, can leave a strong impression on a woman. It be the little small things that a lot of people look over, and you don't need a lot of money to do this. You know, and be willing to actually, when you get someone, to be willing to grow together. Not grow and you're the only one growing and they're not, and they just here for the ride. No, that's going to be one of those things where you grow too high for this person, and now they feel discouraged. You know, so you want to make sure that y'all definitely growing together. Both partners should be willing to adapt to each other's needs. Off times, every single time. Traditional relationships are often like built on compromise and teamwork. So if you do not have good history of teamwork, that's one thing that you need to be working on. And actually compromising, knowing when and knowing how. Like, so basically knowing when to hold and when to fold, and when should someone be told. You need to know these type of methods and know when it's time. It's a time and place for everything. Sometimes you need to just sit back and listen, because when you do too much talking, you can't do enough observing. So you want to be able to observe the person that you want to engage with. So you have to sit back and listen and analyze and take notes to make sure that y'all aligning together. You know what I mean? So and if you having a problem with the dating scene right now, I would just say avoid the modern day dating pitfalls. Avoid that. Avoid it. How everybody is crashing, you don't go do it. A traditional woman might not resonate with casual relationships or dating apps. You know what I'm saying? So you're looking for a traditional woman on a dating app. You got to do better, bro. You looking for the modern day relationship, if that's what you mean. So stay genuine and focus on meaningful real life connections. This will change your whole mindset. This will change your whole love environment, and this will make you grow and the other person grow together. Especially if you know these type of things, y'all can just work on them together. And like for me, I stay to myself because it's time to build. It's time to grow. And where I was at, I felt like I've been there long enough, and I don't want another year to go by and I'm still in the same place and I'm still in the same me. I need to be shedding my old skin to preparing for my new skin. So that's a big must for me. You know what I mean? So make sure that you always are communicating with your attentions clearly. You know, don't mislead nobody. You know, make sure it's super clear what you're looking for and what you want and what you bring to the table. Respect and also honor her role. You know, a traditional woman often takes pride in nurturing and supporting her family. So you got to respect that and acknowledge and appreciate her efforts in building a home or creating a sense of togetherness. When she does this, let her ride, let her have that. You sit back and you listen and you observe and you wait until it's your turn again. You know, so develop a strong leadership and stability, because a lot of women, this is what they look for, a traditional woman. And if you do not have this, I mean, come on, brother, it's time to work on it. Many traditional women are drawn to men who exhibit leadership and provide stability. Come on, it's a no-brainer. So focus on your personal growth and your financial independence and emotional maturity. You want to make sure that you're always growing in all these aspects to be able to get that traditional woman and keep that traditional woman. So be clear about your own values. You know, define what you bring to the table. Like I said before, as her partner, ensure your goals are aligned with hers, such as like creating a family, shared traditions, or a supportive home environment. You know, make sure that y'all align together with all of this way before y'all move in. Like a lot of people find that out after they move in. You need to put this together way before y'all get to that point. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be able to understand what traditional even means, because a traditional woman may prioritize her family, her home, and cultural values over modern trends. So if you know this woman is constantly following trends, but you looking for a traditional woman, you need to understand this is not the woman for me. Don't try to convert her and change her because she's at this age of what? And she's still on what? And how long has she been feeling this way? What? You know how long that's going to take for someone to actually change? And it might not never happen. Like, so she often looks for a partner who values stability and protection and respect. So these things are like top 3 priorities. So if you don't have them or you're not sure, you need to make sure that you have them and have it strong in your life. So basically, it's your boy RASS. I thought that I would give y'all some game on a traditional woman and a guide to build a strong relationship. I hope this helps somebody out there. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm definitely going to always drop game, and I'm always going to drop gems, and we're going to make money together. And I give giveaways. So go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. We gonna be here for a while, a long time, forever. We're family now. You shouldn't even have seen this. I love you. RASS. I hope your stress go to the right.